Temporary isn't always temporary. 5 years ago, we bought this camper propane tankless water heater to get us through a difficult time of getting hot water. We didn't have the funds, and this was a cheap fix, and that was, I think back in the day, about 5 years ago, about 120 bucks. And I was looking for something going, we have got to get a shower, we got to get some hot water very quickly, and this was the best way to do it, for us anyways. It wasn't something I had to build. It was something that you could just basically plug and play. The cool thing is that it's got its vent up here. We use a vent fan up above, and we also use a window on the north side of the bathroom. So it vents out pretty well, so we don't have to worry about carbon dioxide buildup. What I did is I put a propane tank underneath the stand that I made. So I just made the stand very quickly out of wood, and I just made it to where the legs stick out so I can bucket up to the wall for as much space as possible. I basically hung this by screws up here, and then I ran it off the cold side only. So the hot side was just dead. We never used it for many years until I hooked up the hot water through the wood cook stove. And then we got hot water off the side, and then we ignored this most of the winter time. But during the summer, we only use the cold side on this. It's very hard to get the temperature that you want. With the low water pressure or even high water pressure, the thing will actually do some very bizarre temperature changes. 1 minute you are burning up, and the next minute you're freezing cold, or let's say seconds apart. So what you got to do is you got to basically kind of fiddle with the temperature a little bit, and then you also fiddle with these two knobs here to get it just right. This lasted 5 years. Our patience, we did it. It was temporary, and when you do something temporary like this, sometimes that temporary does not stay temporary. It just keeps going. And so what happened is our water was, probably about 2 or 3 on the list. And then when I put this temporary propane tankless water heater in here for camp stoves, it started to drop on the list. And more important things, because we could deal with this, we could work with this, and it was very easy and a great fix. If you're going to go off grid and you're going to have a small little cabin and you're only doing one area, this is a great idea. This will help you out a lot. The problem is that we don't get hot water throughout the rest of the house. You only get hot water from this spigot here on the cold side, which is actually the hot side through this. What you have to do is you bring in buckets of water, or you bring in big pots of water and you fill it up with hot water to do your dishes. And you take those, carry it into the kitchen, and that's how we did our dishes for 5 years during the summertime, until we got the hot water through the wood cook stove. And then during the winter time, we were doing dishes right out of the hot water spigot on the kitchen sink. We can take hot showers here with the wood cook stove, but now I hooked up a large indoor propane tank. This is an outdoor one, okay, used for good weather, because it can freeze very easily and break. But I got an indoor one now, and I'm going to show you that in a minute.